Welcome to NTX Sports Hub. My name is Kyle.
My name is Adrian.
BRYSON. Edwin.
We're going to be doing Week 1 predictions for the NFL season for 2019. Today, we're going to start off with Thursday Night Football game, the Packers versus the Chicago Bears. First game of the year, NFL 100. I'm predicting that the Bears are going to win the first game, about 27-17. Aaron Rodgers, he's going to come out. He's going to struggle at the beginning, and then he's just going to be able to finish it. So I got the Bears winning the first game.
Do you think the Bears offense can produce on the Packers defense?
I think so. The Packers defense is new. They're young. They're like inexperienced. Like they haven't played as a team together yet. So I think we'll win the first game.
I respect that.
Y'all know the Packers-Bears rivalry is probably one of the best rivalries in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So like y'all know like this game can go either way.
It really could.
So, like,
it just depends how like both teams play. Like one team could be coming out firing, and one team might be struggling the whole game. So it's like, or both teams are just firing right off the cylinders.
you know, Aaron Rodgers is coming off of an iffy season like last year.
That's
so
true.
He's gonna be coming back with a vengeance. So
He's gonna want that revenge.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
but you still think the Bears are gonna win?
I think so because we're in Soldier Field. That's a really, really big advantage being at home.
True.
So I think we're gonna win that game.
Next, the Giants and Cowboys Week 1. You already know, Giants. We're at Cowboys. We're not scared though. We're gonna take them. It's gonna be at least 21-14. Saquon, he's gonna have a good game. He's gonna start off the season strong. He's gonna prove that he's the best back in the NFL. That's why he's number one position right now.
I just have a question. I just have a question to ask you. Who's your starting quarterback?
Eli Manning.
Eli Manning.
He's
Two-time
washed.
What is
washed up.
Eli's Manning record against the Cowboys?
Doesn't
Do you know
matter.
that?
He's a two-time
It
Super Bowl
does
MVP.
matter, especially in AT&T Stadium. Two-time MVP. Who cares? Look at him now.
Are y'all even have Zeke playing?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Y'all need Zeke to win.
Yes.
Zeke is a big factor, but I think no matter what, the
It's
Cowboys
the
are going to win.
Giants. It's the
If you
look
look
at the
one in
Giants,
Y'all are
Dallas,
one of the worst teams in the NFL.
No, we're not. If you look at the Giants' defense, our defense is young. We have the two best DBs from this year's draft. We're gonna be able to. Dak, he's an average quarterback. We're gonna be able to.
Completely average. I
what
agree.
about Eli Manning though?
Eli Manning is trash. Saquon's gonna carry. Saquon's gonna carry. Like
Saquon's gonna have to carry,
Bro.
but like, have you seen our D-line? Our new and improved D-line? We got Robert Quinn, we got DeMarcus Lawrence.
In my opinion,
Does that matter?
Yes, it does.
In
We're gonna clamp up Saquon.
No, you're not.
He's gonna get
Last
what?
year when Saquon played against the Bears, everybody thought Khalil Mack was gonna go off and have like a freaking feast on Eli Manning. He had 1 sack the whole game.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Saquon put up 150.
But the way-
Hey, what about last year's game, Week 2, Cowboys Giants? He had like 30 yards, 15 like carries, something like that.
Okay.
The way I look at it, in my
This
opinion, I think the two best defenses right now have to be the Bears and the Cowboys. They have to be the two best defenses in the league right now.
That's debatable. The Jets defense is looking nice.
But
They
you
just
don't know
added
what to expect though. That's the thing.
I'm expecting big things from them.
Y'all sleep
moving-
on Kansas City right now. 1, 2. The Cowboys are bad. They're gonna be bad in like the next 3 years.
Bro,
their defense is good. No, their defense is good and young right now, but they're gonna fail because they're gonna have to pay all of this money. They already gotta pay Zeke. They gotta pay Dak. They gotta pay Marty Cooper.
wait,
all that money's gonna be wasted. They're not gonna have that good strong.
We're
defense
talking
right
about Week
now.
1, Bryson.
Week 1 they're gonna lose. Doesn't matter.
All right, moving on to the next game.
You're a Cowboys fan.
Moving on to the
toxic.
moving on to the next game.
Y'all are toxic. No, they're toxic. They're we're gonna go to the Super Bowl.
Moving on to the next game.
Then they lose. They make it up and they make up an excuse. Oh no, our quarterback wasn't doing good. Our running back getting hurt. Cowboys suck. They're gonna take an L Week 1 to the Giants.
All right, moving on. Moving on to the next.
let's go
Moving
with
on to
this
the next
one.
game. Primetime Sunday night. Steelers versus Patriots. This game, I think Patriots are going to come out firing. Pittsburgh, you don't know what to expect from them because they lost Bell and Brown. Their defense is pretty solid, but I got the Patriots winning this game.
Steelers, I got them as my disappointing team this season, as you already know.
Mm-hmm.
They lost Le'Veon. They lost Antonio Brown. Big Ben's ego is too big for that team. And they're going against the Patriots. Tom Brady.
That's true.
Tom Brady.
I disagree. I think that the Steelers are going to come out and win. Big Ben has something to prove. Oh, I don't need AB. Even though I think he does, I think that Juju's gonna show out. Connor's gonna show out. I think the Pittsburgh defense is gonna show up. I think that they're gonna be
Juju against Stephon Gilmore. You think he's gonna win that matchup?
Yes, definitely.
All right, moving on. We have the Houston Texans against the New Orleans Saints. I think this is going to be a really, really good offensive game. The Texans defense is good, but I think that Saints offense is so like powerful and electric, and they want to like come out firing after that call last year. I think New Orleans wins this game.
Definitely. The Texas defense, the Texas offense, they haven't been the same ever since Deshaun Watson got hurt.
That line is still questionable. Like, it's really bad.
Definitely.
I give it to the Texans.
Texans?
I know the Saints.
DeAndre Hopkins
is going to eat up that one.
DeAndre Hopkins is definitely going to have a good game,
Definitely.
but Deshaun Watson has to be able to throw the ball and be protected.
Moving on, we have another Monday Night Football game. We got two. Denver Broncos against the Oakland Raiders. I think this is going to be like a team of two really bad teams.
Yeah,
That are just fighting for a really good pick.
definitely. 100%.
And I don't know. This is kind of tough because like, who do you choose? I'm gonna go with Oakland because they're at home.
Broncos.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Oakland as well because they. Just
I think
got
having AB is gonna like really help them against this game because, I mean, what do the Broncos have on offense besides Philip Lindsay?
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco's their quarterback.
He's gonna prove everybody this year that he's an elite quarterback.
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco hasn't been elite since the Super Bowl.
That's facts.
He's gonna
That's
prove everybody
facts.
wrong. He's gonna prove everybody wrong. He's coming out with a chip on his shoulder this year.
All right, moving on. We got the Kansas City Chiefs going against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think this is easy to me. I got Kansas City winning this game.
Big easy.
I mean, like Jacksonville, you never know with Nick Foles. He could be good. He could be bad. You just don't know from him. I got Kansas City.
Kansas City's gonna win there. They got some new pieces on defense, especially with Tyrann Mathieu. That's gonna be crazy. Patrick Mahomes is obviously gonna do good. Chiefs they're gonna kill Jaguars.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I definitely think the Eagles made a mistake releasing Nick Foles.
Oh,
they
definitely.
they should have kept him.
Yeah, definitely.
Moving on, we got the Atlanta Falcons and the Vikings. I think this is going to be one of the best games of the week. You got the Falcons. They want to prove themselves because last year they had a disappointing year. They had so many injuries. Devontae Freeman, their whole defense was basically injured. So I think Atlanta is going to go into Minnesota and beat them.
I think Minnesota, their defense will produce, hold Atlanta to at most 17 points. Minnesota, their offense is electric. Adam Thielen,
That's true.
he's a top receiver in the game.
Definitely.
I mean, but look who they have at quarterback.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, he's not consistent.
He's not bad though.
He's not bad, but
He's
he's
average.
not consistent.
He can get the job done when he needs to get done.
That's true.
But against the Falcons,
better than
though,
Dak.
why do you have to bring up Dak? Well, what does Dak have to do with
See,
the
this is
Falcons?
what I'm talking about. Y'all hear that? Cowboys fans are toxic. Cowboys fans are toxic. Cowboys fans are toxic. You see this?
All right,
Cowboys fans.
All right,
That's what I'm talking about.
moving on. We got the Tennessee Titans against Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns, one of the most like hyped teams this year.
They're gonna lose.
Everybody is looking at them this week. I think Cleveland will come in and win this game because they're at home.
Titans.
The Titans, they're a sleeper team this year because Andrew Luck just retired. Lamar Miller went down.
The Titans.
So I think
Andrew
the
Luck?
Titans are a sleeper team, but I got Cleveland winning.
Titans.
Andrew Luck.
No, they're in the same division, though.
No, the Cleveland Browns, I don't think they're going to have good chemistry next year. You can say everything you want about Jarvis and Odell, but Odell is going to get hungry, and Jarvis Landry had a good year last year without Odell, so it's going to be too much for them.
I mean, I do agree with you that the chemistry is going to be a little bit rocky, probably like first 3-4 weeks, but after that, I think the chemistry is going to get good.
Odell and Baker are toxic, just like Cowboys fans.
Agreed.
100%.
Bro, do you
All right,
see the
moving
biases,
on.
against
Moving
the
on.
Cowboys?
Moving on, we got the Buffalo Bills against the New York Jets.
Why are we doing this game? Why are we doing this?
I
game?
mean, I think the Jets. I think the Jets.
Next
are gonna win
game.
that.
Next game.
Come on.
The
All right,
Bills.
next game. We got the Ravens and the Dolphins. I got Ravens. Not even a question.
No, I got Dolphins. I got this as my upset.
Fitzmagic, baby. Fitzmagic, baby.
Okay.
It's magic.
What about
Okay.
What about the Redskins in Philly? You saw Case Keenum got put as the Redskins starting quarterback. He beat out Dwayne Haskins, who was the first pick this year. That's a big.
I think this game will cause the Redskins coach to put Dwayne Haskins as their starting quarterback in week 2. Because the Eagles are going to demolish them, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So,
All right, moving on.
Wait,
This
before we
is-
move on, who do the Redskins play week 2?
Week 2.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it's the Cowboys.
Yes.
So
Alright, thank you. Thank you.
All right, moving on.
Why is that
That's all I
relevant?
need.
Moving on, we got the LA Rams going into Carolina. I see this as a really, really good game. I actually got the Carolina Panthers beating the Rams.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think the Rams, they're gonna have like this thing where they're like, oh, we made the Super Bowl last year, even though they really shouldn't have, but still, they're gonna be like, oh, we're so good, we don't need to worry about this game, and Carolina's just gonna come in and they're gonna beat them.
LA's winning.
That's not true.
Carolina.
Carolina's going to win. We got some great pieces on defense. Got Gerald McCoy in the offseason. Drafted Brian Burns. He looked excellent in preseason against the one. So nobody can say, oh, he's going against like bad players. Nah, he was in the one group. He was doing good. Had a few sacks. Had a couple forced fumbles. Cam Newton, I think he's going to go off along with Christian McCaffrey. DJ Moore's going to show that he can be a number one receiver in this league.
All right, moving
Against
on.
Aaron Donald?
Yeah, 100%.
Aaron Donald will.
Yes.
100%. Aaron Donald will not.
Moving on, what we
That was-
thought would have been a good game, Colts versus Chargers. I don't think this is a question.
Rest in
I
peace,
mean,
Andrew Luck.
yeah, Andrew Luck.
Thank you for your service.
This is hate. This is absolute hate I'm seeing, especially from a Cowboys fan. This is terrible. Colts are gonna win that game. Jacoby, whatever his last name is, he's gonna go in there. He's gonna show out.
I don't even know his name.
He's gonna go in there. Hey, no, you hear this Cowboys fan? Toxic. They always have something to say.
What?
They always got something to say. Cowboys fan.
All right.
Every time you try to say something. Oh, no. What about my Cowboys? What about my Cowboys?
When
When was the last time? I want to know. Let's stop this. When Jacoby Brissett, that's his name.
He pulled up the name.
Listen to this. When was the last time the Cowboys went to the Super Bowl? When was the last time? When was the last? Yeah, what? Tell me. Refresh my memory. Refresh my memory. Because I hate the Cowboys fans. They're toxic. Do you agree?
Agreed.
Agreed. Do you agree?
I agree.
Cowboys fans are toxic.
Daniel Jones is better than Dak Prescott.
I agree.
Daniel Jones is way better than Dak Prescott.
I agree.
100%.
I like the bad guy.
I agree that their fans are toxic, but they got a good team this year.
They have a terrible team. Dak is an average quarterback that wants a freaking number. He wants. Did you see the contract he asked for? No average quarterback.
Look, I agree that contract was a little bit overdue. I'm not gonna lie. $40 million is
Only
A little bit. He should get paid like 15. 15. I give him 15.
No.
The guy's garbage.
Have you seen
The guy's
what he's done the
garbage.
last
You can get somebody off the street that do better than that.
With who?
What do you mean with who?
Zeke. With Zeke.
All right, hey, let's move on.
What's he gonna do with that? Let's
No,
move
we're
on.
talking about Cowboys.
Look at what about all those wins.
Look at this. Look at this. And who you? What? Without Dak, who can get all these wins? So what is this? What are you wearing? What are you wearing? He's not even gonna play week one. He's not gonna play week
my
one.
favorite player.
He's not gonna play week one. He's not gonna play week
No,
one.
I think
Because
if
Oh
Elliott,
yeah. See this?
if Elliott isn't playing, the Cowboys are done. They're not gonna make the
No, we're not done.
8-8. We're taking it back. 8-8. They
Y'all
are
should
8-8.
have said this in the last video, to be honest.
All right, moving on. Moving on,
Giants.
we got the Cincinnati Bengals against the Seattle Seahawks. I think Seattle wins this game pretty
Definitely.
easily.
No,
Pretty.
I don't really.
Definitely.
I disagree. Everybody's like, oh, Andy. See, Cowboys fans toxic. As I said before.
Nah.
Andy Dalton is gonna go in there. Everybody's saying, "Oh, he's trash now. He's bad. He's not good anymore." He's gonna go in there. He's gonna show out. They're gonna dominate. They're gonna know what?
They don't have AJ Green.
Andy Dalton MVP.
Ooh,
They don't
Andy Dalton. I said it. Andy Dalton MVP.
What are you smoking?
Andy Dalton
That's
What
worse
are
MVP.
than
you
Michael Thomas,
smoking?
bro.
Andy Dalton MVP.
Oh my.
You see that?
No.
Cowboys fans toxic. Always got something to say. Always got a look on their face.
Can you pass me?
No. Listen to this, camera. Listen to this. Jerry Jones, you only have a few years left. You're not getting that Super Bowl. Jerry Jones.
I think next game.
Jerry Jones, you have like 5 years left in you. You're not getting that Super Bowl that you wanted. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen.
Next game.
All right, next game we got the 49ers against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay is one of the worst teams heading into this season.
Are they?
Their defense is horrible.
They're playing point start Jimmy.
They have the worst secondary in the league right now.
No.
Their front seven's pretty good, but
Mike
their
Evans.
secondary
yeah,
sucks.
Mike Evans. 7.
Mike Evans hasn't produced in 2 years.
No,
not.
bro, you are oblivious to last season.
He went off last year. He went off last
He
year.
went big off last year.
How many yards?
You obviously
Does it
didn't pay
matter?
attention to the stats.
Look up the yards.
He had over 1K.
It's because you have over 1K doesn't mean you go off. He should have like at least 600 yards.
Not with
He's a
not with
1,600 yards. That's terrible quarterback.
1K is a very good number.
That's like average. That's average for
No,
a starting
it's
wide
not.
receiver. For a starting wide receiver, that's average.
No very secret.
All right, moving on.
Poor start Jimmy's not.
We got the last game. The Detroit Lions against Arizona Cardinals.
He had 1,500 yards last year, bro.
He had 1,500.
With 8 touchdowns.
1,500 yards.
Detroit.
He averaged 17.7 yards.
I got something to say about Detroit versus Arizona. Kyler Murray, I hope you see this too. You're a midget. You can't see over that line. You're gonna have to get the ball out quick. They sent you there to die, man. They sent you there to die. It is terrible. I feel so bad for you. I'm heartbroken. They're gonna sack you. I 50 times this year. I'm so sorry. You're a fun size, man. You're fun size.
Go back to the Mike Evans debate. Mike Evans had a better year than Michael Thomas.
Stat-wise, he did.
How many yards did Michael Thomas have?
Michael Thomas had 1,400. Mike Evans had 1,500. And Michael Thomas averaged 11.2 yards.
How many touchdowns?
He had one more touchdown than Mike Evans.
Michael Thomas?
Playoffs, yes.
Okay, Michael Thomas, he is like, remember what Jose said about he was going to win MVP. You know, like, he's not an MVP talent, obviously. Like, we know that. Like, no receiver is ever going to win MVP. Like, I mean, that's pretty obvious. It's going to be either quarterback or running back. But, like, Michael Thomas, to me, he's good. But, like, he's honestly kind of, like, overrated because, like, he's talked about so much. So we're like, I mean, he's not as good as people think he is. Like,
Why are you
people
stealing
are
my
thousands of yards.
Why are you stealing my walk-off?
These Cowboys fans, this is what I'm talking about.
No.
Edwin, you hop on this with me really fast
I got
before you start that. Cowboys fans.
Saquon MVP, at least 2,000 yards rushing. At least 20 touchdowns, just want to say that. Rushing touchdowns. Daniel Jones, Rookie of the Year. Just want to say that he's going to start halfway
He's not
through
even
the season.
starting.
He's going to go off. Halfway through the season, he's going to go off and put better numbers than Patrick Mahomes did last year.
Thank you for watching NTX Sports Hub. We're going to have weekly content 2 times a week.
If you like this video, make sure you like, comment down your predictions below, and make sure you subscribe to our channel for more content.
And make sure you also follow all of our social media pages. The link is going to be down in the description.
And until next time.